Okay, so enough procrastinating, and I'm going to strike this set. Boy, am I ever glad that I have built everything wild. Off to the bench we go. How's everybody doing? Okay, so this episode is going to be about the bridge. The bridge facade, really, is what it is. It's not actually a model bridge, but it's on the left side of the layout, and it's where the staging goes. As some of you may or may not know, the trains will go underneath here to staging. The Dairy Queen is right here, and then the BC Rail Shops building butts up against here. And so the idea behind this particular model or facade is, again, based on photographs for inspiration. Which I should add that the whole layout, like the 8-foot long length of Glover Road, I don't know if I've talked about this yet, but for those of you that are wondering the theme, you know, like what does it represent? It really represents just a compilation of images and photographs that I've collected over like a 30-year period. And I just picked the ones that really left an impression on me. Obviously, they were inspiring enough for me to take a photograph of them, and then I just kept them right in a box. And then, you know, around 2 years ago, I was, digging through a box, and I found them all, and I thought, I'm going to build something that's rather undisciplined. Because I'd come from a career of model making and museum work and as you know, in film and so on. And it was very, okay, build this, here's the plan, several layouts I built for clients, even some of my own. And I had this sort of regimental flow, building, according to a structured plan. And I decided that this time I just wanted to have a free spirit about it. I was tired of the, some call it the rivet counter dilemma or the prototypical dogma, that a lot of people like to cling to. And that's fine. Like, I understand that. People that want to build a locomotive with every rivet and every MU hose and every panel, that's great. Like, that's just part of the modeling genre. I respect people that do that, that's that's what they get off on. Like, they really enjoy that, building a one-off, as they would call it, that nobody else has. They just have this one locomotive that they really like and they've researched. It might be the same, with a bridge, let's say. Like, somebody wants to build a model railroad bridge exactly like, the prototype, as close as they can get it. And I understand that. I've done that myself. In fact, I want to build another bridge. Actually, the BC Rail Bridge in Squamish, the Malcolm River Bridge, I have plans to build an 8-foot module of that bridge and the span leading up to it with all the graffiti on it. It's just an unbelievable modeling subject to me, with units going across it, that kind of thing, that impression, that prompts us to, model railroads. However, in this case, this is just going to be a generic, just like the rest of the subjects, representation like the BC Rail building, you know, the cold storage, the intersection, which isn't exactly alike, the grain elevator, which is pretty close, you know, filling in some space with a building that probably doesn't belong there but fits the scene, because this is overall uh, creative expression on Glover Road. And I called it Glover Road because I live close to Glover Road, and I love the area out here in Langley. So on the layout itself are many vignettes, if I can use the term, and impressions to make up the whole theme, and that's why it looks and feels the way it does, you know. I just wanted to take a more free artistic approach with my own selective compression. And that's the case with this bridge. All I want to do is capture, you know, the impression of this bridge right here, right? This is the leading up section to the Broy Bridge in Kitsilano, Vancouver. It goes from Kitsilano over to downtown. And I used to play under here as a kid. There used to be railway tracks all down here. Um, Here's a shot from 1971 of an an SW 900 RS, which is still running today under SRY Rail Link. And it's pulling cars across with a coach of dignitaries from CP Rail and so on across the old swing bridge trestle that we used to jump off into the Falls Creek Chuck when we were kids, you know. And the BC Electric was centered down here, one of their shops, you know. So a lot of history here. So I just wanted to catch, you know, just the impression of this bridge on this facade, you know, with this archway, and this goes over top of where the staging goes, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to be too fancy with this. It's going to have some relief on it and my railings on the top with the walkway, you know, pedestrian sidewalk. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to paint it. I'm going to use mostly spray bombs for this, and then some strip tape. And I'm going to do that layered approach, and then I'm going to hit it with the airbrush with Tamiya grays, washes, and strip some of it away and just weather it down and to plop it in place. Okay?